Hi everyone, my name is Kayeramos and welcome to my channel where I share some tips to help you gain clarity and purpose as you get closer to Jesus. Last month, I read the book of Matthew slowly using my journaling Bible and discovered so many common patterns that I didn't notice before. So last year, I used my study Bible most of the time, but this year I'm using my journaling Bible. So I am excited to share with you my Bible flip through on the book of Matthew. Okay, let's talk about my style here. So let me break it down a little bit for you so you would understand it further. So my style of Bible reading here is more of slow reading and note-taking. Unlike last year, I was mostly reading. So at first I didn't know what to do, but as I interact with the pages further, I found that it gets easier and faster each time. As I read, I carefully look at what I can observe from the situations happening, what lessons I can get from stories, and just outline simple events mentioned in the book of Matthew. And by doing so, it's easier to remember the lessons. And it also gave me so many insights that otherwise would go unnoticed by simply reading the text. The strategy here is sort of like note-taking that we did in school. So after reading the entire passage, you don't copy everything, right? You just take down notes on important details, events, characters, lessons, or symbolisms. Next, let's talk about the insights, the major insights that we can get from the book of Matthew. So my aim for this video is to inspire you to read Matthew on your own or do some note-taking for you to appreciate it even more. So I will share some commonalities or patterns that I found. And like I said, the best way to really learn is to interact with the text and discover the lessons on your own. By the way, if you are interested in guided prompts and questions for the entire book of Matthew, please let me know in the comment section below and maybe I can create a Bible study guide for you. Anyway, here are the major patterns I found in the book of Matthew. So the first part talks about the detailed account surrounding the birth of Jesus. From the time he was conceived by Mary and all the other challenges they went through as a family, we could see that here. There are also many parts that talk about truly living out the life of being Jesus followers. So examples of these are bearing fruit, expressing our faith, not just by words but also actions. We also see here how Jesus modeled water baptism and how to overcome temptations. You know, one thing that I really enjoyed learning is how the first disciples responded to the call of Jesus. What else? Matthew also talks a lot about how Jesus' earthly ministry looks like and how we can emulate him. And of course, the famous Sermon on the Mount is also here. Jesus also taught about being salt and light, how to manage our anger, his standing on important issues like adultery, divorce, vows, revenge, how to treat our enemies and helping the needy, how to deal with money and possessions. Another thing we could also see here is a very descriptive advice on how we should pray. And we all know that Jesus healed so many people during his earthly ministry. And while note-taking, I also noticed that many people took almost similar steps in order to be healed by Jesus. So there are so many healing scenarios in the book of Matthew, but they all have something in common. That's what I realized. It also touches some information about false prophets And there are also examples of people who exemplified their great faith in Jesus. So people like the Roman officer, the Gentile woman, and many more. We also see here the cost of following Jesus and the rewards we get from being faithful to Him. Of course, Matthew also talks about the many parables of Jesus that tackle different topics. And Jesus actually explained many of the parables Himself. We also see the miracles He performed, and of course, His persecution, crucifixion, and resurrection. There are so many things that I can talk about the book of Matthew, and such as things that I did not notice before, like to whom He first appeared after His resurrection and why He chose to appear to those people. In short, you can get a lot of insights from this book just by simply note-taking from the book itself. I did not even cross-reference from other books yet. Like for example, I wanted to get some references from Luke, John. I did not do that yet, but I was able to do a lot of cross-references from the book of Matthew itself. So I realized that as you read and as you do note-taking, some important concepts will jump out, and then you will realize, wait, I think I came across a similar topic, and then you can go back to your own notes and you'll be able to cross-reference on your own. So I encourage you to try note-taking too, and I think the book of Matthew is a great place to start. And if you don't have a journaling Bible, well, you can always use a notebook. You can always do it in a notebook. Again, if you are interested in a detailed guide with questions and prompts for the book of Matthew, let me know in the comment section below. By the way, if you want to make your own Bible tabs just like this one, make sure to check out my video tutorial right here. I am also so excited to share some journaling prompts that you can include in your prayer journal in my upcoming video next week. So make sure to hit that bell button and of course subscribe so you will be notified when I upload that video next week. In the meantime, while you are waiting for that video, don't forget to check out other videos like this right here. So I talk about journaling and lots of Christian living tips. Again, this is Kayeramos, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that you are here today, and see you guys again next time. Bye!